Hey guys, JH. Welcome to Practice Tea. Okay, today just want to go through a few things. I just want to explain the structure of channel lock and how I believe it's unique as a golf swing process and as a mechanical protocol. Geometry, from a geometry point of view, and just from general mechanics point of view, as opposed to a conventional golf swing. Okay, so how does channel lock differ uniquely from any other golf swing? Okay, so there are a couple of points. Let's go through a conventional golf swing. Conventional golf swing is played from a position where the golf ball is usually forward of centre. Never played back past the centre. It's always forward of centre, and the standard line of instruction over the years has always been get the ball just about off your left heel, or a little bit, maybe a little bit back of that, but the relative general vicinity of the golf ball address is off the left heel for a right-handed person, or off the lead heel. Okay, we'll just go through this point by point. So there's a conventional golf swing up here, address forward of centre, channel lock, address position right in line with the trail leg. That's centre, that's forward of centre, that is the trail leg, that's the trail vertical axis. Conventional golf swing doesn't even get near the lead vertical axis. If it was going to be off the lead vertical axis, it would be there. It's not even anywhere near the lead vertical axis. It's way forward of centre. And we are, with channel lock, way rearwards or backwards of centre, to the extent that the ball is positioned in front of a vertical axis. This, the one in question with reference now, and that is pertinent, is the trail vertical axis. So address ball position, guys, we play it back here. No conventional golf swing has ever suggested a golf ball be played off the trail vertical axis. Ever. Not ever. Point one. Point two. Positioning of the golf club at address. Positioning of the golf club at address is usually with a formation of the shaft and the lead arm in a relatively straight line, angled back off the shoulder, and the lead hand just about in line with the lead groin, but with some angularity associated with it. So that's it. That's where the handle is here, and we've got some forward lean on it. That's where we position the hands and the shaft in a conventional golf swing. Agree? Channel lock. Channel lock, we try and make the shaft in line with the trail leg, and as much in line as we can with the trail arm. We don't want any lead on the shaft. We don't want this handle back in front of this trail groin. But even if it was there, compared to here, that's a big difference, isn't it? But have you ever seen anybody in a conventional golf swing, or any teacher suggest, from a structural point of view, that the trail arm be in line with the shaft off the trail vertical axis? That was point two. And the uniqueness and the non-similarity to a conventional golf swing is clearly evident from that aspect. Okay, point three. Weight distribution normally in a conventional golf swing. You can have it one of two ways. You can have it equally distributed on both feet, or you can have, as in the majority of conventional modern golf swings, it's loaded a little bit left. Here. Loaded a little bit left. So we agree that the weight is, from a mechanical suggested fundamental placement of weight and distribution over the legs, that it's equally proportioned here, there, like that. We agree on that? We might have a little bit of loading lead side. Okay? So we agree on that. We must agree on that because that's a reality. Conventional golf swing. Channel lock. The difference and the uniqueness, comparison or comparative against what we just spoke about there, is that when we set up with channel lock, we are predominantly loading this trail axis and this trail leg. We want to feel, if we possibly can, that 100% of our weight is there. The only reason that it's not 100% of weight is because we have to put our left foot on the ground. If I didn't have to put my left foot on the ground, if I could put it here and maintain balance, I'd have 100% of my weight there. So my absolute commitment and requirement and need, structural need, is for the weight to be positioned and proportioned here, in the trail axis here. Nothing over there. Way back here. One axis, one support system here. There. It's back here, guys. It's not proportioned equally, and it's not predominantly lead side. So again, entirely different to a conventional golf swing. Has no relativity or semblance of sameness to a conventional golf swing. Okay. The direction of the golf swing. The direction of the intentional thinking of the golf swing is to fire the golf club at the target. You will, if 100 teachers, you'll only get one that'll say fire it at the golf ball. That'll probably be this one. But they'll always say fire the club head at the target. That's the thinking in a conventional golf swing. And they do that, guys. You know why they do that? Because the ball's way up here. It's way up here. It's going towards the target. It wants to go towards the target. All the weight wants to displace itself over here towards the target. The golf club wants to go towards the target and then over here. It wants to move there, and then it wants to release for right hand to the left of the line, as it does with just the completion of its arc. It just does that. Okay, agree with that? That's what it does. Channel lock. Here. We channel lock the direction of the golf club coming down. Direction of the golf club coming down. Well, we'll just continue on with the conventional golf swing. Conventional golf swing, that's our forward intention here, towards the target, and release the club over here around the body. The backswing of the conventional golf swing here is sideways, there. Minimalistically, slightly arcing and slightly inside. Because if we just turn the shoulders, it does arc. You have to be a bad practitioner of mechanics and a conventional golf swing if you try and push it there like that, because that's not how the swing has an arc in it. But predominantly, the club is swung in front of the body here, swung there, front of the body here, in that direction there, sideways. It goes sideways in the backswing to here, sideways to rearwards, to downwards, to ball, to target, to left release of the line around the body. Agree with that? That's what happens in conventional golf swing. With channel lock, we take the club and the handle beside our body, And that movement in the conventional golf swing is with the club moving in front of the body here. It's in front of the body. Agree with that? You have to, because that's what happens. Channel lock, we don't want to do that. We don't want to swing the club ever in front of our body. We want to take it beside our body. The body being this here. We want to take the club there. We want to swing the club beside the body in the channel. That's what the channel's here for, guys. That's why it's called channel lock. Because it's a channel and we lock the golf swing in it. So it's here, beside the body. Beside the body. It's not in front of the body. That's the uniqueness of the backswing of channel lock. On the downswing, we've gone here. Where do we fire the club? What is our intention in channel lock? It's not there. It's there. It's there and there. It's to the ball, beside the body, to the ball, out tangentially across the target line. There is never an intention ever, and I've never ever said in channel lock that you should ever fire the club at the target, because that defeats the whole purpose of this structure, in that we want to keep our shoulders closed. Now as soon as we start having any thought that we want to fire the club at the target, it defeats that thinking and the structure of that anatomical makeup there, and the structure of that. So we swing the club beside our body. It's not in front of our body, and it's not sideways. It's rearwards. It's rearwards. It's not sideways in an arcing fashion. It doesn't go sideways and then arcs a bit. It just goes straight rearwards immediately. The handle goes past the trail thigh as the first movement going back. It goes there. Conventional golf swing, first movement is here. If you tried to do that conventional swing, you'd stab yourself. You'd block the club. So we swing beside our body and we swing the club out to the ball that way. Tangentially, at the ball, never at the target. Never any intention ever of going towards the target. Now the other thing, conventional golf swing. On the downswing, when we get here, we initiate the swing, and then, as we're moving into it, we're firing the whole trail side towards the ball. Why do we do that? Because we want to rotate the whole trail side through the ball at impact. We want to do that so we get the trail side driving. It drives, guys. It's a trail side radial drive here. It does that. It drives. This trail side drives. It follows that lead side pulling. Lead side pulls. Initially it just bumps that way, and then it radially executes its anatomical movement that way. So the conventional swing starts down, and the trail side wants to radially get going and move in this direction here, and then finish up over here. Agree with that? In channel lock, complete opposite. In channel lock, we want to fire the weight down into that trail foot. There. And we want that trail axis to stay there if we can when we hit it. We never ever want any rotation going. We don't want any of this going over here into this side. Don't want that. We're moving in that direction around that axis there. We don't want that. Forget that axis. We want to use the trail axis all the time. The trail axis. The trail axis. And the weight stays there. We fire it there. We fire it there. We don't fire it there. We don't fire that trail side, guys. We fire the club down vertically down the trail side. And I've explained that ad nauseum in channel lock videos. Ad nauseum. Because it's the whole tenet of the golf swing. And then we have to swing it beside the body. So we want to keep the body stable. Because as soon as we start driving the body, we can't swing the club beside the body, because the body will start to interrupt the channel. So we keep this side of the body quiet and docile here, and we just fire the club past the body. Getting a good path there, JH, hitting that ball. That's where we are. Here's our weight, guys. Here it is here. That's the ultimate swing in channel lock. We've always said that from day one, and the early videos were like that. There's a little bit more rotation after impact, or a little bit relieving of that left side now for guys that find it difficult to keep the foot down. But that is not one of the basic tenets of channel lock. Basic tenet of channel lock is to keep the weight here and fire it down there. There. Now with shoulders, guys, there have been players in the past that have had closed shoulders. Mo Norman was one at impact, but not many. Most are usually, and Mo's was only marginally closed. Most of them are square to open when they hit it. Here. And they want to be square to open when they hit it. Agree with that? What conventional golf swing teacher has ever, with the exception of probably Jim Vanitas, and his swing has closed shoulders, but from conventional ball position. But Jim does advocate that, but his swing is not a conventional golf swing. So that's unique. Conventional golf swing, it's either square or slightly open at impact. We agree with that? We have to, because that's the reality of it. That is conventional golf swing. Channel lock, impact, closed. As closed as we can possibly get it. That is the whole process of thinking in this golf swing. We need it closed, guys, because we're swinging beside the body, and to keep the club in the channel to the ball and after the ball, post impact, we have to have our shoulders closed. As soon as we move our shoulder girdle and turn it, the club is going to track radially. I want it to track radially. We want it to track tangentially here, and we can only do that if we have closed shoulders. Now, nobody in conventional teaching has ever advocated having your shoulders block closed and your lead shoulder blocking at impact, and I have from day one. So just those points alone clearly show, without, look, it's non-contestable, guys. There is nothing in channel lock that remotely is in a conventional golf swing, or isn't taught in a conventional golf swing, or suggested by traditional conventional golf swing teachers that should be in a conventional golf swing. None. And when I have Martin Ayres here on Friday, we'll talk about DOCF. It's nothing like DOCF. And I'll let Martin explain the difference there, and I'll go through this exercise with him, and he'll show you what he does, and I'll show you what channel lock does. And of course the differences are night and day. Black and white cats, guys, entirely different. And you can see they're entirely different. And for anybody that has a modicum, just a modicum of golf swing analysis capability, would see the difference in this golf swing to any other golf swing. It's been compared, as of today, to Mike Austin's golf swing. As of today, to Mike Austin's golf swing. The only thing remotely close to Mike Austin's swing is the latest iteration of channel lock over the last couple of days, where I've got a very narrow stance. Now, Mike Austin had a fairly narrow stance for a big guy. But Mike Austin didn't play it back here, and Mike Austin didn't take it in here, and Mike Austin didn't stay there when he swung the golf club. He didn't do anything. If you saw Mike Austin swing a golf club, you say there's a conventional golf swing. It was no different. It looked the same as any other golf swing. It's just a marvellous action. And of course, because Mike Austin was a pelvis slider. He slid the pelvis to here, and then he slid it under there. It was here, here. I don't do any of that in the golf swing. I turn around this fixed trail axis. How anybody can, with a scintilla of golf swing analysis capability, could ever suggest this golf swing remotely resembles Mike Austin's or anybody else's, or DOCF. Guys, have I got a bee in my bonnet? You betcha. And I had to come here and do this, and Martin Ayres on Friday will do his bit. So guys, this is a unique golf swing. I haven't taken anything from anybody else's golf swing. The totality, the protocol of channel lock as a totality is unique. It's unique. And frankly, anybody that can't see that, well, you're probably not supposed to be a golf swing analyst, but the people who purport to be should be able to see it. And they should really know better than to ever compare this golf swing to something like Mike Austin's. Okay guys, I just wanted to get that squared away today. On Friday I'll have Martin Ayres right here, or if it's hot we might be over there undercover. But we'll be back here when we do our analysis, the difference between DOCF and channel lock. Nothing in channel lock that has ever been endemic in a conventional golf swing. And the totality of the protocol has never ever been remotely suggested. Okay guys, that's, I don't know what you'd call that. You could call it a rant if you wanted to, but it's basically just a certification of golf swing mechanics facts relative to channel lock, and a comparison analysis and obviously repudiation of my opinion that channel lock is unique. I mean, you cannot argue with anything I've just showed you, because that's the reality of conventional golf swing, and that's the total reality of channel lock. Okay guys, it is a bit of a rant, but I think it was a rant that needed to be aired. Okay guys, that's channel lock compared to a conventional golf swing, of which there is no comparison.